Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. My name is Deep and that's my wife Chandrima. In this video, we are basically testing around 14 clones of YSL to figure out the best clone that exists for YSL in our collection. But this time we are doing the test in a different way. We have got two strips of the OG. One having the 30 minutes dry down and another strip having the top note, which is the opening note, because just while we are starting this video, we have sprayed, a couple of sprays on a strip so that we can incorporate the opening note as well for that OG. The only reason for having the opening is, what if some of these clones are just trying to copy the opening note of the perfume? For that reason, we are keeping it. And the legal disclaimer for this video is added in the video description. Feel free to check that out if in case you want to. Now let me share the name of the perfumes that you will be testing today. Okay. Ajmal's Silent Storm, Olga Perfume's OCD, Arabian Aroma's YSL, Maison Alhambra's Haramain, Toxic Male's version of YSL. This is Fakhar Men by Lataffa, which is Fakhar Black. Okay, and then this is Armaf's Odyssey Mega. This is Dar's Perfume's YSL. This is Albait Aldamashqi's YSL. This is Haramain Perfume's Hyderabad YSL Super.
Again, super.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vivs Aroma's Innermost Quary. It's Oof Perfume's Masculine Mystiq. Then we have got EM5 Pause, and that's Vivian Luxury's Aromatic Infusion, and that's the OG YSL decan that I bought from Sentira. Okay, in regards to the decans for the clones that I have over here, some of them are bought from our fragrances, some of them are bought from Vif Culture, a new Vif, WHIFF, Vif Culture. That's a new website that somebody suggested. They are also selling decants, and rest of the decants are bought from their official website. Okay, so that's pretty much the name of the perfumes.
I'm stressed right now.
Yeah. But before we get started with the review, I want you to test the OG YSL and tell me what you feel about the perfume on a scale of 1 to 10. How much would you like to rate it, and so on and so forth.
OG.
This is the dry down. This is the top note.
Okay. Should we smell the 30 minutes dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
The perfume is selling for 7,500 to 8,000 rupees for a 100 ml bottle.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a fresh perfume, but what I feel.
Yeah.
And in the dry down, I can smell some spices and some earthy note. I don't know what, but some kind of an earthy note. And there are sweet. It's sweet and floral as well. So I can, I can smell that. Spices maybe.
And do you see any difference? I mean, do you smell any difference with the top note?
This is a top note, right? Yeah. This is completely different.
Okay.
This is more like citrus heavy. I don't know if there is any citruses,
yes,
but
the opening has got bergamot and a little bit of ginger. So are you getting that spice?
Yeah. I mean, it's very citrus and spice heavy as over here in the opening note. In the dry down, it's more into the earthiness and floral and sweet fragrance.
But the freshness of that citruses is still there, but it's in a milder
situation.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you give this perfume?
It is kind of fresh, that's for sure. Regular wear, that's for sure. But I'm not going to be going gaga over it.
Okay.
So maybe I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay. It's a good perfume, but nothing to be going wow over.
Yeah.
But if somebody is applying it, it's a good perfume.
Yeah, it's a really good perfume, daily driver, and it's fresh as well. So go for it.
Now let's start with the test. Strip A versus strip B.
And they're all in the dry down.
Yeah, they're all in the dry down with 30 minutes of dry down that you will be testing.
Okay, A and B, okay?
Yeah.
A is very sweet and soapy.
Okay.
So A is not going to make the cut anyway.
Okay.
B is again very sweet and soapy and citrus. B is more soapy.
Okay, so
than A.
Okay. If you have to keep one, which one you would have kept?
This is like shampoo. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, whatever you feel, you can say about it.
I'll keep A
for the time
being, but B does not make the cut at all.
Okay. So B, I know, would not have made the cut because that's OCD coming from Olga. What I personally felt was, instead of apple and bergamot, they have went with a note of grapefruit. It smells more like grapes for me. in the opening.
Yeah.
And kind of is a very linear perfume. Like from the beginning till the end, this perfume smells like this. Okay. They have taken inspiration from YSLY. Even in the website, they say that, you know, this perfume is inspired by YSLY. But for me, it felt not very close to YSLY. So OCD sells for 650 rupees for 100 ml. If you get it in a combo, the pricing is different. So I'm just talking about the individual perfume. Okay. The projection for this one is around 30 minutes and the overall longevity is around 3 hours only. Okay. Yes.
So you have to reapply it after 3 hours?
Yes. So that's OCD from Olga Perfumes. Okay. Now let's move on to strip C. Now it's A versus C.
I'll just smell the OG. The dry down, okay?
Yes. If you feel like something is closer to the opening, you do mention that. Okay.
I think that one is more closer to the opening. Olga.
But it's still not.
No, but still does not make the exact cut. But I think it is way more closer to the opening at least. Okay, so C. There is a fishy smell. What is it?
Fishy smell.
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah, this smells a bit different. I know. And I also know the reason why.
Hey, what is this? No.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Okay. So basically this is Silent Storm from Ajmal. Okay.
When did Ajmal start making this kind of perfume?
I don't know why you're getting fishy smell from this.
Are you not?
No.
You don't have fish. I have it. I am telling you.
No. It doesn't feel fishy. Rather, I smell some floral notes, different floral notes. Okay, like this is the opening. Okay, just check it out. It's a bit different, right? That is the reason I included this as well in the list, because Silent Storm is said to be another inspired version by YSLY, and I didn't feel that way. Okay, it has got some other orangey notes and it's different from YSLY in my opinion.
Olga is better.
I mean in terms of cloning.
Yeah, Olga is better than this one.
Silent Storm. Okay, so Silent Storm sells for 1,100 to 1,300. It's not fishy. I don't know why you're smelling it like fishy. I don't feel that way. For Silent Storm, the pricing is 1,100 to 1,300 for a 100 ml bottle. But the bummer is the performance. 30 minutes of projection similar to Olga. And around 3 to 4 hours max performance, very similar to Olga.
Okay.
The blend quality is better, obviously. You get less amount of alcoholic blast. But still, I don't think that pricing is justified with the competitors that are there in the market.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, our opinion, it's not like we are recommending it.
Sorry. It's our opinion. Yeah.
Okay. Now it's A versus D.
I can't believe I'm sitting with A.
Yeah.
It is somehow there, but I think towards the opening note, not towards the dry down.
Okay.
And I'll just check A again. I'll keep D.
You will keep D,
Yeah.
and you will reject A.
Yeah. Now, I'm not disliking A now after I smell these two. It is not dislikable. So, I'm just going to remove it because it is more towards the sweeter note.
Okay.
Rather than giving me the spicier and the earthy note over here.
The name of the perfume is Toxic Male YSLY. Okay. Now, I just looked into the Toxic Male website today. Okay. They have made some changes. Now they're showing the pricing as well. But the orders are through WhatsApp. I mean, as and when we are recording this video, the orders are still placed through WhatsApp.
Sure, they're going to change it.
So let me share the pricing. Okay. Toxic Males YSLY sells for 1,800 rupees. Yes. For 100 ml. Okay. The projection is around 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And the overall longevity is around 4 to 5 hours max. Okay. So that's Toxic Male YSLY. Yes.
1,800.
In the website, they have listed for that price. Okay. You are keeping D. And now you're gonna compare it with E. Okay. So D versus E.
I'm smelling the OG again.
Yes.
I'm smelling the E. It is too strong or heavy towards the spices and the citrus and the earthiness. The sweet is mild. I don't dislike this, so let me again see D. I'll keep D.
You will keep D?
Yeah, this one is, as I said, a little heavier towards the spices and citruses.
Okay.
but they're not very close. I mean, D I find is more closer towards the OG than E.
Okay. So E is basically EM5's version, which is EM5 Pause.
Okay.
The pricing for this one is 999,
Okay.
1,000 rupees for a 50 ml. So that's 2,000 rupees for a 100 ml. The overall performance is around, like the projection is 30 minutes to 40 minutes and the entire longevity is around 4 to 5 hours. That is one of the problems with EM5. Their perfumes do not perform as much as the others, while the pricing is a bit on the expensive side.
Yeah.
What they do offer is better blend quality. It's not that, I mean, they don't have that amount of alcoholic blast. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for performance, EM5 has some problems. Okay. Now let's go for F. So it's D versus F. By the way, before you move forward, the competition will start getting more,
Intense.
intense. So in case you get confused and you want to keep a strip, you can tell me about it.
Okay.
I'm just giving a disclaimer.
F.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why am I getting a little eggshell? Is it because of the earthy smell?
You're getting some different kind of a smell, right? That is because I think of the note of sage.
What is sage?
Sage is a kind of flower, okay?
Which flower?
Sage, like if
In
you ask,
Bangla, which flower?
I don't know. In Bangla, which flower? Sage. In English, it's called sage. I don't know the Bengali name.
Sage.
I mean, it has got a very herbal undertone. It's a very green note, but that when gets combined with the rest of the notes, creates this kind of a very herbal floral undertone in it. So that is something that I feel is giving you that vibe.
Could be. But F is nice,
I know that.
but I'm still gonna keep D. I think from the original one, the fresher note is a little bit more. It is more fresh.
It's a bit more clean, green, fresh.
Yeah, fresh, green and spice. The sweet note is a little mild undertone.
I personally like F as an individual perfume.
Yeah, I don't dislike it as well.
Which is Haramain perfumes, which is Haramain Hyderabad, YSL Super.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't make the cut to the original one.
Yeah. So they are selling their perfume for 1,200 rupees for a 100 ml. The performance on this one, the projection is around 40 minutes to 50 minutes and the overall longevity for this perfume is 5 to 5.5 hours. Now, 1,200 rupees 100 ml I feel is a good value for money option. And the blend quality is also not that bad. The only complaint is sometimes Haramain Hyderabad has issues with the quality control. So some of their batches are not that great. So if you get a good batch, you'll be quite happy with it. If in case you don't, then somebody will come in the comment section and curse us. Let's move on to the next one, which is G.
G.
So now it's a D versus G.
Did you think that I'll keep D for such long?
This is the question that I don't want to answer.
I don't like suspense. This is so sweet and nice. This is also nice. People will be like,
I don't want you to find nice. I want you to find something which is closer to the OG.
G is not. It's giving me a little soapy vibe.
G is a bit more sweeter and a soapier version, right? It is more out of the shower gel kind of a smell.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
What is that?
G is Oof Perfumes Masculine Mystiq. Okay. As an individual in the summers, it's a really good perfume.
I like this perfume actually.
You liked it? Okay. No, I mean, as an individual, you liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody would have sprayed, not knowing as to what I'm spraying, somebody would have sprayed this or the OG, I might have gone with this.
Okay. So you like the DNA more than the OG?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Oof, if you're listening, good job. But in terms of the closeness, this falls a bit short. Okay. The pricing for Oof Perfumes Masculine Mystiq is 1,300.
Nice.
For a 100 ml.
Nice.
The projection is around 40 minutes to 50 minutes. And the overall longevity is again 5 to 5.5 hours, which is decent for the price. Let's move on to the next strip, which is strip H.
OG. This is also a little shower gel
Okay.
kind of a perfume. I think more closer to the opening though.
Yes.
I mean, this is more citrus and spice heavy and sweet floral as well. But the earthiness I feel is somehow missing. Not missing, but
It's a bit,
Yeah, I don't dislike this.
You like this as well.
But still I'm keeping D.
But still you're keeping D. Okay. So the one that gets rejected, which is H, is Vivian Luxuries Aromatic Infusion. This perfume is again a super value for money option, 1050 rupees only for 100 ml.
But they have cloned the top
Opening,
note,
yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, the projection for this one is around an hour and the overall longevity is around 6 hours. So I think for 1000 rupees,
Very nice.
that's a good option again.
Very nice.
So in case you want something which kind of captures the opening note of YSL more than the dry down, I think Vivian Luxuries Aromatic Infusion can be a good option for you. Now let's move on to the next one, which is Strip I.
It's very different only.
What do you feel about the perfume?
I like the perfume.
You like the perfume? Well, you like the perfume. I can give a highlight like Chandrima likes this perfume, like I did with Oof.
No. Oh, they're not same.
They're not same, but you like this DNA more, is it?
Yeah. I think they've given a different kind of lime, lemon or something. The citrus is different.
Okay. And
And
do you not get a bubblegum like sweetness over here?
yeah, the sweetness is likable.
You like the sweetness over here, right?
Yeah. It's like very,
Candy
somebody.
like or
Yeah, somebody who's very young and
Youthful.
vibrant. Yeah, this is vibrant. Maybe that's the
Yeah, I know, because this perfume is Lataffa's Fakhar Black.
very vibrant.
Yes. Lataffa Fakhar Black, a lot of people say that it's inspired by YSL. But what I feel is the opening might be inspired, but in the dry down, it's a completely different beast. It's more youthful, it's more uplifting, it's a bit more, somebody who's in a college or school, this is a
love
better.
it.
Yeah. And it gets a lot of compliments as well. So
It has to be because I'm loving it. I think more than the OG, I'm loving it.
Fakhar.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lataffa's Fakhar sells for 1800 rupees for 100 ml.
I would have paid 1800, honestly.
The projection for this one is around an hour. And the overall longevity is around 6 to 6.5 hours, which is again great.
Very nice.
And the blend is also nice. So 1800 Lataffa Fakhar,
Go for it.
good
Go
option.
For it.
Now let's start with the strip J. So DJ.
DJ. This is very close. D again. So sadly, I think I'll move D.
Okay, so you're gonna finally reject D
Yeah, over J.
over J.
J has done a good job.
Yes. So D is basically Vivs Aroma's Innermost Quary.
Nice.
750 rupees for a 50 ml, which is basically around 1500 for 100 ml. The overall projection for this one is around 40 minutes and the longevity is around 5 hours to 5.5 hours. Okay. Decent choice. Good value for money option.
Yeah.
Can go for
and
that
I
as
think their oil concentration is also better, no?
Yeah, it's on the higher side.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's move on to the next strip, which is strip K. So now it's J versus K.
This is also nice. Yeah. I'm gonna keep K. Yeah. I'm keeping K
And you're
and
rejecting
J.
J.
No.
Oh, you're keeping both.
I am keeping J and K.
Okay, now let's move on to the next one then, which is L.
OG. No, not L.
L gets rejected, right?
It's sweet citrus heavy, but not exactly. Maybe the top note of the perfume.
But not the dry note.
No.
Okay. So this is Dars. Okay, Dars Perfumes YSL. This is selling for 1300 rupees
Okay.
for 100 ml.
Okay.
40 minutes to 50 minutes of projection and 5 hours of longevity. Very similar to the rest. And the pricing is also decent. 1300. I mean, most of the perfumes over here, barring a few, is around that 1200, 1300, 1400 price range for 100 ml. And the overall longevity is again 5 to 6 hours. And the projection is like 50 minutes to an hour. In some cases, it's 40 minutes. So it's not like you're getting something out of the world
Yeah.
with most of them, but there are a few which does better. Okay.
I like K.
You like K. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, which is strip M.
You will have to edit a long video.
Yes.
Hey, this is also
I know.
No.
So now you'll have to give JKM. I was expecting this, okay? If you are confused, keep that as well. There is no problem. At the end, I will reveal the pricing and the performance. Maybe that will help.
I'm liking this one, but let's move one. Let me move J.
Okay, so you want to clear the confusion
Yeah.
of the three?
Because there has to be one or two winners, right? If I'm keeping like 3-4 perfumes with me, that makes it difficult for me to choose.
So you're going to remove J.
Huh.
Okay.
But I'm liking this. This is a really good choice. I mean, they are around 70-75%.
Got it. And the name of the perfume is Maison Alhambra Yaman. Okay. I know that's a really good option if you're looking for that YSLY DNA. Maison Alhambra's Yaman sells for only 1400.
Wow.
But in some cases now, I have seen the price getting, to 1700, 1800 as well in some websites. The total projection is around an hour. Good projection, and the overall longevity is around 6 to 7 hours when applied on the clothes.
Fun, no?
Yeah, okay. Now the final step, which is strip N.
N. With the OG. This is also nice, and the smell structure is there, but I'm still going to keep K and M.
You're still going to keep K and M, and this gets rejected, right? Strip N.
but they're also very close.
This is also very close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yaman and this one is very head-to-head or neck-to-neck.
Head-to-head, but I'm going to give Yaman a little bit more maybe.
Okay, in terms of the closeness?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me disclose strip N. Okay. This is Armaf's Odyssey Mega Man. Okay. In the comments, a few people said that we know the winner is going to be Armaf's Odyssey Mega Man.
But it's really good. But the people who have actually commented that this perfume is going to be the winner, think they know the smell structure of the original and they have compared it. But for me, I think Yaman was a little bit more closer than this one, but this is also a good clone option.
Okay. So let me share the pricing with you. Armaf, sells a bit more expensive than the others, right?
I don't know.
So Armaf sells this perfume. I mean, I have seen this getting listed in 2000 rupees for 100 ml, as well as till 2400 for 100 ml. Okay. The blend quality on this one is actually very good. It has got very less amount of alcoholic blast, and the performance is also very nice. It projects for around 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay, and
1 to 1.5.
Yeah, in some cases, in some controlled environment, it will stretch to 1.5 hours as well. But 1 hour of good projection you can expect from this perfume. And overall longevity is also like 7 hours. Like 6 to 7 hours it projects. So 6 to 7 hours it lasts. So as a perfume, I mean, Maison Alhambra Yaman also lasts kind of the same, like 6 to 7 hours this will last as well. But over here what happens is with Maison Alhambra's Yaman, there is an alcoholic blast in the opening. But with Armaf's Mega Man, Odyssey Mega Man, there is no alcoholic blast or very minimal alcoholic blast. But this gets rejected, leaving us with two strips, K and M. Okay. And
I don't know.
Okay.
Who to choose?
Okay. Can you guess? I mean, I'm going to reveal the name. Okay, of the two perfumes because only two are left. Just try and guess which one is K, which one is M. Okay.
Which two perfume over here? I think this one is Arabian Aroma, and then which one?
Albait Aldamashqi's. Okay. So one of them is Albait Aldamashqi's YSLY. Another one is Arabian Aroma's YSLY.
Arabian Aroma really did good job coming at least in the whatever position it is. Like it's a head-to-head competition. So I'm just moving this.
So those who suggested Albait Aldamashqi's YSLY, thank you. It's actually very good. Which one do you think is which one? You just place the strips and I will just, disclose. So you feel K is?
Albait Aldamashqi.
Okay. And M is Arabian Aroma.
I think I still would have given K a little bit more.
I mean, you feel Albait is better?
I don't know. I don't know the
you
name.
Feel that K is? Okay.
K is better.
Okay. So you feel strip K has got a little bit of edge.
I'm sorry, but because Albait Aldamashqi, I have been hearing that name. I couldn't even pronounce it in the first place. So that's the reason I'm saying that it might be this.
Okay. The thing is,
I got it
K is Arabian Aroma YSLY. which is actually the winner for today. And and M is Albait Aldamashqi's YSL, which is the very, very, very close second. But, but here is a twist now.
Oh, okay.
The twist is in the performance.
Really?
Arabian Aroma's YSL sells for 700 for a 50 ml.
Cute.
Like all the perfumes from Arabian Aroma sells for that price, which is around 1400 for 100 ml, right? Arabian Aroma's perfume projects for around an hour and the overall longevity is around 6 hours. Albait Aldamashqi's YSL sells for 1800 rupees to 1900 rupees for a 75 ml, okay?
75 ml.
Not 100 ml, 75 ml. Okay. But the projection on this one is around 1 to 1.5 hours, a bit more than Arabian Aroma's version. And the overall longevity is also around 1 hour more, which is like 7 hours when applied on the clothes. So when you pay a bit more, you get a bit more performance and you get a bit more projection.
Correct.
So that is the overall pricing difference between the two. And if you smell them side by side in the opening,
I don't know. Opening, I have not.
Yeah, I want you to try that out. Maybe that will create some other differences, okay?
Okay.
YSL from Arabian Aroma. And that's Albait's YSL. One would be fine for this one, I know.
There is some alcoholic blast though. I'm just gonna spray the OG as well over here because
you want to compare it with the OG, right?
Although I've smelled it in the beginning, but I think we've taken a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Even the OG has like alcoholic blast.
It's not alcoholic blast. What I personally feel is that sage or the gingery kind of spicy note. Jhajalo. Yeah.
Not too close. This is close.
To the opening.
To the opening, very close. Smell.
I know.
You have.
But is there any alcoholic blast? Not on this one, right? On this one?
A little bit.
Little bit, right? What people usually say is Albait Aldamashqi's YSL has got a lot of alcoholic blast.
No, it doesn't.
I think with proper maceration, if you're keeping it and you're settling it, I don't think it will have that amount of alcoholic blast. But in the opening note,
it's very close. Albait wins.
Albait wins in the opening.
Yeah.
Arabian Aroma wins in the dry down.
Yeah, I think for a budget category, if you're looking for anything in the budget category, Arabian Aroma is going to serve you the best. And if someone is looking for something premium with a smell structure, then go for
Albait Aldamashqi's YSL.
I think very close, very close. Even the other two, I think, were very close.
Which one?
J and N, I guess.
J and N, which is basically Maison Alhambra's Yaman. And Armaf's Odyssey Mega Man. That's a long video. I know you people might be bored. I'm so sorry. We couldn't have done it more, shorter than this. But in case you still have any queries or concerns about any of these perfumes, feel free to write us in the comments. We will try and respond to them as soon as possible. So with that, this is Deep. That's Chandrima signing off. We'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.